Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Renee, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. Bartman, welcome as well. Queen Famous, what's going on? Been a minute. Victoria, howdy to you as well. What is going on, everybody? It is the weekend. I mean, it's Saturday, and hopefully you're having a good weekend. We're just kind of warming up at this point, halfway through. Sunday should be fun indeed. So we owe Christina Dowden from yesterday a reading. So we left the stream early to get Christina and go eat. And then Christina wanted a reading. So, I mean, I don't know what to do. Do you not go get Christina? And do you just do, I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to do the reading today and figure out how that goes. Anyway, YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Oh, man, this is really, really destroying my PC for some reason. Okay, anyway, so let's go with Christina Dowden. What's a weekend read? Well, luckily the weekend's half over. I gotta say, the weekend's half over, so it's always easy when that happens. Dana, welcome. It's good to see you. Maruta, welcome. What's going on? All right, let's see what else is going on. YouTube user, thank you for your double shot donation tonight. All right, I mean, weekend read. Hey, it's half over, but better late than never is what I say. Better late than never. So I don't think she's watching. But anyway, you know, when she watches later, maybe Monday, I'll tell her how the weekend's going to go. Hopefully, you know, nailed it. Ashley, welcome. How you doing? All right, you know, focusing on the cards is a lot of help. Okay, that's good. RSH, what's up? Okay, weekend reading. Well, Judgment, the rebirth, reincarnation, the page, the star, and the three. It is time for new friends, I gotta say. I mean, I've seen you interact with your new friend, and well, no, literally, but you made a new friend. It is time for new friends this weekend. It's time to make some new acquaintances, to learn about some new people, to learn about some people that apparently need your help. So we have the Three of Cups over here with making new friends this weekend. It's going to be kind of special because it's always good to make new friends over a weekend. That's what I'm saying. The star, you are on a path. That is for sure. You are on a path. You are on a destination. I think this weekend begins a path, begins a destination where you need to be somewhere, you need to do something, and you're ready to get that made, right? The star says leaving the old job, moving into the new one is always exciting indeed. So the star says you're being guided across that precipice. You're being guided to the new job. I think it's going to be clear what you need to do, how you need to do it. It's going to be pretty easy to get going. RR, thank you for your donation. Page of Cups, though, you feel out of whack this weekend. I mean, I've already seen it, so I mean, I have the inside advantage here for the tarot reading. But your emotions are out of whack this weekend. It feels like everything is not exactly lined up the way that we need it to be lined up. There's some emotional things that are just going on. Everything's kind of working our nerves sometimes. The Page of Cups, we're a little bit emotional this weekend. It happens. It happens. YouTube user, thank you for your third donation. I appreciate that. Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation. It is time. It is time to sort of just get that enlightenment in. Get up and get out. This is a weekend to sort of revitalize ourselves, to make ourselves better, make ourselves whole again after, sort of being challenged with the time and challenged with our time, not having any spare time and stuff like that, But I'm just saying, Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation. It's time to get up, get out, have some fun this weekend. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be awesome. So there you go. I mean, you've already done all of this weekend anyway. So it's an easy read when I know exactly what you're doing. So anyway, Sarah, thank you for hanging out with us. How are you doing today? All right. YouTube users got a triple shot. RR's got the double shot. Let's get them started, my friends. Travel question below. Cosmic Kitty, what's going on? All right. YouTube user planning a trip with Europe with the sisters in September, October, but I'm going to New York in November. Do you see the New York trip happening? Do we see some New York action in there? I mean, if I had a good New York song, I would play it, but I don't. I just don't have a good New York song. I could sing it, I guess, but everybody would leave because I don't sing very well. That happens. That happens is what I'm saying. But what is this new option that I have? I have a new option when I right click that says buy your own super chat. What? Wait, hold up. Buy your own super chat? What does that even mean? What does that mean? When I click RR's name, it says buy your own super chat. What if I click this? Send a super chat to Tarot Oracle. Send a super chat to who? Wait a minute, I can send a super chat to myself? What's going on with that? Why would anybody, I guess maybe to test the stream or something. Other than that, why would anybody do that? That's really awkward. That buy your own super chat. I've never seen that option before. It just suddenly appeared. I was just like, okay. And then there it is. Anyway, all right, Europe trip, New York trip. Andrew, welcome to the stream. What's going to happen with New York? I think New York is going to be delayed. I don't think that trip is going to happen the way you think it's going to happen. This is something that it does need to get some heavy plans in. Definitely need some heavy plans in there. Hanged Man, it says the New York trip is a pain in the butt. It's like there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen for this New York trip that's much more complex. There's a lot of challenging things in here that we're trying to figure out. We're trying to get going. And it just feels like the New York trip may not happen. I'm just saying. It may not happen. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is interesting too. Knight of Pentacles says it is a little bit more expensive than you're thinking. I think that, entertainment purposes only. I think the cost of travel is going to go up soon. Entertainment purposes only. I think the cost of travel is going to go up soon. It's going to go up a bit. And it feels like all of a sudden it's like, well, maybe I don't want to go to New York after all. I mean, it just feels, I think it's delayed to say the least. It's delayed. It's like, this is not something, it's like, kind of iffy. I don't know. I just don't see it happening after the other trip, quite frankly. I mean, I'm just, I hate to be the glass half empty kind of guy, but I'm going to be the glass half empty kind of guy. Me and A, speaking of glass half empty, no contact. How will things go? Feb, March, April? Well, I think you can write off February at this point. For A, in my opinion, I think you can write off that at this point. Send me, okay. All right. Oh, shit. Hang on just a second. Sorry, I gotta, nobody is aware that I'm doing a stream. Hang on. Okay. All right, I'm good now. I'm streaming, by the way. If you know me, you have my number. I'm streaming. Anyway, no contact. What's going to happen? The lovers. I think y'all are going to get back together, quite frankly. I'm just saying the next few months, I think y'all are going to get back together. It's going to be kind of a casual thing. I mean, the lovers next to Three of Wands. It's like, I love you, YouTube. I love you, YouTube user, but I got to go. I mean, we're done, right? We're done. Let me put on my clothes. I got to go. I mean, I have an emergency. I have an important phone call. That's right, from work. And I have to meet it. Anyway, it feels like the lovers. I think we get a little hookup in here. But then it's a little bit of a temporary situation for sure. Page of Swords says their unreliability comes back to haunt them and comes back to haunt you once more. But I think you get another chance. The lovers is pretty clear. It's pretty obvious. I think it's pretty good with that. It is something. It is something like that, right? You gotta roll with it. You gotta roll with it and hope for the best sometimes, because you just never know with A. That is faux show. That is faux show. By the way, hang on. I'm streaming. Okay, let me see what they say. I had to say I'm streaming. Sorry, I dialed with my butt. Okay. All right. Anyway, ends current thoughts and feelings about me. Oceani Chap, thank you for your very generous donation as always. I appreciate you, Oceani Chap. Oceani Chap, you are my number one donator. That is for sure. Across all of time, I have to say. Jasmine, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. Coco is here. Strength is here. Paul is here. Everybody's here. By the way, I'm making a new card. Crystals and paint. Speaking of painting, I'm making a new card. Okay, here's the prototype. Hang on. Here's the prototype so far. This is the Five of Pentacles. Hang on, let me adjust the brightness. This is the Five of Pentacles. So here's what I got so far. It's going to be a panda, a sad panda with a baby sad panda. They're both pulling luggage and they're leaving the Great Wall. So that's kind of the Five of Pentacles. So I still got a lot of work to do on it, but it's not a bright, colorful, beautiful card, but I do the best I can. Every card can't be bright and beautiful. You got to tone it down with the Five of Pentacles. You can't have people dancing and somebody winning the lottery. It's a Five of Pentacles, my friends. You got to do the rough cards occasionally. You can't have them all. You can't have all of the good ones. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, you know what I'm saying with all of that. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, cool. Let's see. We got that done. There we go. All right. N feels thoughts about me. Let's see what is going to happen with N. I mean, you got A, you got N. You're rolling the dice with both of them. We got the Death card. Now, I told you before that N's going through some change, going through some alterations, going through a little bit of a variance in kind of where they're at or what they're doing or where they want to be with this. The Death card says they are changing indeed. I think that's good for you, right? YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. That is kind of the feel here, that N is going through the change. They're working on the change. Quite frankly, I think they stopped working on it because of JoJo, all right? Because of JoJo, I think they've stopped working on that. I think JoJo's pushing them back a couple of notches, quite frankly. Nine of Pentacles. It does say the thoughts and feelings are that they want stability. They still think that you're stability. They're still going to sort of come back. The Four of Cups, they're going to offer you a flower, right? They're going to say, hey, here's some flowers. Here's, another chance. Let's get it tried. Let's get it tried. I think we can get it done. I think we can have something working with all of that stuff. At least that's what I think with all of those cards. Are D's current feelings for me? Let's find out what D's doing. Let's see, they got that one, they got that one, and we got that one. And off to the races we go with the Tarot Tower and the Tarot Oracle deck. The Tarot Oracle deck itself, otherwise known as the Mystic Palette Tarot from Ciro Marchetti. I got the version with my name. By the way, the Baba Studio decks have shipped to me. The Baba Studio decks, they've shipped. I ordered 5 of them. So because the last time I ordered a Baba Studio deck, I paid $60 for it, okay? And I sold it for $350. So this time around, I ordered 5 of them. So, because I'm going to open one of them and use it. And that's it. The other 4 are going to stay sealed for years. And then I'm going to sell them again for $350 because, why not? Anyway, D's current feelings for me. Queen. Queen. D's had enough of a lot of stuff right now. D's in a position where they don't want to deal with a lot of things. They don't want to approach some stuff. They don't want to, they want to be left alone. I mean, D's wants to be left alone at this point. The Queen and the King. You have this combination, right? You got the Queen, you got this emotional instability, this emotional thing that they're going through. You got the King of the Swords. It's difficult to talk about. It's difficult to get functional with that sometimes. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. And, you know, we don't read that upside down, but you know, this is something where D is going through some alterations. D's current feelings are basically, let's leave it alone. Let's not try. Let's do our own thing at this point. But I think they're coming around a little bit. So that's going to be important overall. Now, I mean, June is going to be interesting with D and U. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's do that. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. We got, I think, 9 donations, all from YouTube user. All right, Oceanic Chap, what is your question? Let me know. In the meantime, let's do YouTube user again. Below, thank you, me and A. All right, let's see what we're doing with you and A indeed. No contact with things go the end of March, April. I did that one. Ends current thoughts. I got travel. Okay, I got travel. I got in. I got A. I think we're on R. Okay, well, you have the job offer. After the meeting on Monday, is that going to be a thing? Isn't? I mean, the job offer looks pretty clean. Just straight up intuition. Before I lay down anything, I was just like, my first reaction, job offer, it looks pretty clean. It looks nice and clean. It looks sparkly clean, is what I'm saying. And it looks sparkly clean. Now, the Five of Cups is a bit of a disappointment in regard to this. I'm not going to lie. The Five of Cups is a bit of a disappointment. It feels like that there are some challenges here. There really are some challenges here to getting this job. It's almost like that it's not going to pay enough. I think they're yanking your chain a little bit. I'm not saying it's a complete waste of time, but I think they're yanking your chain a little bit. This is something that you have been looking forward to, though. You're like, hey, I need this. I mean, we're having a meeting. This is important to me. I think they're yanking your chain a little bit. But that said, I think you can get it. It's a matter of keeping on their butt. And just saying, hey, what do we need to do to get me in this, right? I mean, what is the next step to get me in this? I don't think you should take no for an answer, quite frankly. Entertainment purposes only, but I don't think you should take no for an answer. I think you should go for it. And just be like, look, let's work something out here. Is what I'm saying. Anyway, all right, we got the love designing houses. Ooh, I like that. Indeed. Let's hop over to Oceanic Chap. Wants to know about being an architect. Ooh, that is nice. I love designing houses in my mind and drawing them. Very cool. Just wish I could really do it. Nice. Okay. 3 years. Architect, can we do it? I think that is going to be important. All right, let's go forth and get that done. Now, if I'm going to be an architect, Andrew, what deck would I use for an architect reading? Andrew, we got to look at this. We need something with stable. We need something scientific. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I know what we're going to do right now. Hang on. Oh, man, not that one. Where the hell did I put that other one? Here it is. There we go. All right. Let's get kind of an astrological houses kind of deck. All right. Let's find out how we're going to do that. Can we be an architect? You don't know a person, somebody blocked you. That's kind of weird. That is kind of weird. I don't know. If you want to message me online and let me know, like, what's going on, message me offline. Sorry, let me know what's going on. It's kind of weird. Joe, what is going on? How you doing? Good to see you, Joe. All right. Should I become an architect in 3 years? The moon? The emperor? I would investigate it. I mean, I'm not going to say just go forth and get it done, but I would definitely investigate it. This is something that, if not an architect, then you can do a lot of different stuff. Now, let me blow your mind here, okay? You can do a lot of different stuff. Not only being an architect, you can, since you like drawing houses, you like designing houses, you can, as well as research architecture, which I think is okay. The Emperor says you have more than one option here. This is not something where you're just tied into just being an architect. You could do 3D modeling for homes. So in other words, somebody is looking at selling a house. You could assist with basically 3D modeling the home. You work in realty and you could do that work. You know how many realtors know how to do that? Zero. I've never met a realtor that knows how to do that. They end up hiring somebody to do that. You could be that person. You could be that person where you walk through a house, you take pictures, you go home in Blender or whatever 3D program that you use, and you create a virtual walkthrough of the house. Or you do something with that, either 3D or you code that stuff in the background. You could do that. I mean, everybody selling a house needs that. And that is a pain in the butt to set up, according to my realtor friend. But, I mean, you get that done, you get that figured out, and hey, you can be that kind of thing. Same thing with apartments. Apartments have a 3D model of the apartment. You could help with that. A lot of people want to buy furniture or something like that. They want to see how it looks. You could help design the software to do that. There's an unlimited amount of things you could do. Oceanic Chap is in addition or in replacement of being an architect. All that stuff I just mentioned, you can do that in your spare time. The Moon says find something that's your passion. Hey, if drawing things is your passion, if getting houses, if doing all of that is your passion, that could be something very cool. You could be doing the software. You could be designing the house. You could be presenting stuff to people and, they're paying you pretty good money for it. I'm just saying, housing right now is insane. Housing is nuts. They're building house every day here. There's a new house pop up every day. It's like nothing but construction for houses right now everywhere. And the house prices are insane. Everybody's trying to get a house. I'm just saying, anything with housing right now is a hot commodity and a money maker. So, I mean, just get into something that. So designing houses, drawing them, all of this other stuff, get into that side of it and make yourself a success. Overall, chase it. Chase something. Go forth and get something out there and get something done. Chase your passion, the Moon. It's all about passion. It's all about getting something that we love, getting something that we're interested in, and then being the person that people go to make stuff like this happen. I think that's the important part. So absolutely, I say chase it. I mean, I'm a software developer, so I'm kind of hip on most of that crap. Anyway, Samantha, welcome to the stream. Good to see you as always. It's been a minute. Torima, how are you doing? Joey, how are you doing as well? Next question is Cosmic Kitty. General job reading? Let's do the rest of February. All right, let's get this deck and move it aside and pull out the Dream Tarot, because life is like a dream. Life is like a dream sometimes. You just got to get it going and get it moving and get it where you need it to be as far as that is concerned. A general job rating for the rest of Feb. Oh man, what can we do? What can we get into for February? There's not many days left, I gotta say. Rose, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. General job rating, Tower, Queen, Justice, and Empress. That is amazing that we got 3 majors out of 4 cards. I kind of like that. I think February is something that has some stuff happening, right? You have this kind of passion with the Tower, rebuilding stuff at work, trying to figure out how to make stuff at work function. Because it feels like some of the drama that you've seen at work is about to come crashing down. It's about to come, somebody's going to get in trouble. There's some weird things going to happen. I think in February, 1st of March, you have a bunch of interesting stuff coming up, especially with the Tower into the Queen of Pentacles. It's like it affects you, but it doesn't affect you directly. You're kind of watching everything around you like tumble down. It's pretty interesting indeed. Justice says it all balances out, right? It's not like some big thing that keeps going forever. I'm just saying it balances out. It's time for all that stuff to chill. it's time for it to chill, to not be as serious, not be as just as thick as it has been. It's time for things just to settle down. And I think you're headed to that as we approach the end of February. Samantha, thank you for your donation. Empress says that place becomes a lot better. It becomes a lot more stable, a lot better. Everything is just not as bad as it was before. So I think all of that drama is about to come to a close, or at least most of it. Why did M reach out to me today? Maybe they wanted to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. And to everybody in chat, Valentine's Day is going to be Monday. I hope, my friends, that you are going to have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Even if you don't, even if it's just sort of a, hang out at home Valentine's Day, I hope it's still a good one, because that is my favorite holiday, because it has all the hearts and all the love and all of that other stuff. And that's what you kind of need, is a little more love in your life, a little more love in everybody's life is what I'm saying. Anyway, all right, why did M contact me today? You were on their list. You were on their list. They're contacting other people too. You're on the list. So, yeah, you're definitely in that mode of, hey, you're on the list. Might as well hit you up. The Seven of Cups, they have multiple people they contact, and you're one of them. So this is not something where they're just dedicated to you or something like that. But hey, Seven of Cups says they have multiple options. They got multiple things going on with that. Hierophant is sort of interesting too. Oh, man. With the Eight of Wands, this person's kind of flighty. It just feels like the person's a little bit flighty. It's a little bit like not kind of nonchalant, not too serious, and all this other stuff. You're with an Eight of Wands for that movement, the activity from that. I think it was just something casual, very sort of not too serious. Hierophant, right? Sort of the Cheshire cat, just kind of looking down and grinning like, hey, what's up? It's not very serious at all. It's more of a little casual thing. At least that's what the tarot says. Single awareness day for you. There you go. No matter what. All right. Toronto in November. Solo travel this year. Canada's probably not the best place to travel right now, but maybe this year, maybe after all of this stuff settles down. Who knows? Let's find out if we can get a little bit of a travel going in there while we're in the mood of the Wonder World Tarot. Let's get the Wonder World Tarot. We got a little Alice in Wonderland thing happening. Might as well put it to the test. Might as well get it done. That's what I'm saying. By the way, the Baba Studio deck, the big deck, comes with 7 extra cards. 7 extra cards. Ooh. Pretty excited about getting it. I hope mine ships moderately soon. They did say don't contact them and ask about shipping because they're bombed with requests. But that's okay. I won't contact you. I'll just wait. Anyway, Toronto, is it going to be something good for traveling this year? Strength, thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. I say sure. You have a limited money for travel. Bottom line, I think you have a limited time. I think you have a limited money for travel. I really think that happens. A limited time, limited money for travel. You need to triage where you're going. Is Toronto the place you want to be? Is New York the place you want to be? Quite frankly, I think you run out of time and or money trying to get to all these locations, all these locales. Page of Swords says figure it out. Figure out where you're going or where you're going to be at in the long run. Page of Swords, get serious, triage it out, and make some plans and stick with that, right? If we can go with friends, all the better. Knight of Coins. Again, it says traveling with that money, traveling with the coin. It feels like you just run into basically where you're running out, and then you got a 4 of coins. You got to save your coins because not much else that you got at that time. So yeah, I would be cautious about where we go and what we plan. Definitely triage it out, find out what's the most fun place you're gonna go. If you can go with some people, all the better is what I'm saying. Crystals and Paint, Generala for the rest of the month. What kind of things can we get into for the rest of February? Only a few days left. We got 17 days? We got 18 days, 17 days left. Let's find out. Let's use, Crystal likes the Dark Mansion. We'll use the Dark Mansion. There we go. All right. Will I get a big break from the IRS in bankruptcy? Oh, my. Let's find out what's going on. I read an article today that the IRS is like 4 months behind. Oh, my. They are 4 months behind in their processing of stuff, which is probably not good. But hey, that's just an article. I don't know if it's true or not. Everything you read on the internet is not usually true, but I mean, there you go. Anyway, so Crystal wants to know a little general for the next 18 days. Lover's death and 8 of Wands. What's going on with the 8 of Wands being the last card on every read? I'm not doing this. I didn't do that. That ain't on purpose. Don't look at me. Don't blame me for the 8 of Wands being the last card on every damn reading. I'm just saying, death being, lovers being all over the place. It's a major night. It's a major night. And Crystal, you got involved with the major night. That's what I'm saying. The lovers in death, disconnection. It feels like our connection to somebody, our connection to something that is important, just can't be withheld. It just can't be held on to. It feels like it's kind of challenging to keep that intact. It feels like we do have to release something that's important to us. Something that's important to us needs to be released in February. Before the end of the month, it's like, oh, I'm going to have to just, take a break from that or take a step back from that. It doesn't look like something that I can get. It doesn't look like something that is possible indeed. Anyway, Lord Donka, sure. Let me know what your question is. Anyway, so yeah, it does feel like that you need to separate something that is important to you in February. 8 of Wands, we need to move on from it. We just need to move on from it. So something's hanging out there, something important. We need to separate from it and move on. That could be the job that you just got, that you left. That could be something that you're sort of holding on to emotionally, holding on to physically, holding on to psychologically. It's definitely time to let go of it. The lover said this is something that's important. This is something that is heavy on us. It's heavy to us and definitely sort of makes us, it's sort of important to us kind of thing, right? The lovers, a tight connection with that. Death says things need to change with that connection. So there is your general for the rest of February. Anyway, love it. Allison Wonder, wish list, not purchase any yet. I mean, Paula, the Wonder World Tarot from Amy is coming out, I think, in March. So she's got a couple in March that are coming out. I think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be pretty good. Do you see me and A steady dating in the next few months? Ooh, that's interesting. Let's see if we're going to be steady. Let's see if it's going to be reliable and all of that other stuff. So she's a little black cat in the last card. Yeah. I mean, cats are our family members. I can't imagine losing my cat. That would be devastating. Like, that's like all I do is like spend time with the cat. Like, I pay attention. I probably out of a 12-hour day, I would say I pay attention to my cat probably 3 hours, which is a lot. I mean, I pay attention to my cat for like 3 hours out of the 12-hour day. That's kind of a lot, but anyway. But I mean, you're feeding the cat, you're taking care of the cat, you got to do the litter, you got to pet the cat. The cat's like lonely, the cat's playing. You want to play with the cat a little bit and have fun. And, I'm just saying, it's like hours and hours and hours. So that's like our family member. That's like, that's more time than I spent with my siblings when I was growing up. Anyway, do you see me and A steadily dating in the next few months? 2 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Empress. I do see you having a relationship, yes. I do see you having a relationship. Ace of Swords is almost like things come out, things are in the mix, things are sort of excited with that. Samantha, thank you for your donation. But the 2 of Swords does seem like there's still some space or still some distance between y'all. There seems to be still some distance between y'all. The Empress says it's a pretty comfortable situation, though. You do get in another comfortable situation where things seem to be going good, you're having a fun time, and it doesn't last forever, right? The Ace of Swords is sort of a temporary connection with that. 2 of Swords says the distance is still there. It had, it's kind of in that mode, but the Empress says we have a good time. So, just enjoy it while it is there. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy sort of what is going on with that. I want to marry in. So we're going to go for the next few years to see this happening, and gradually married with children, not like the TV show. Let's see, my forever in the next few years. Okay, well, let's use a different deck for something that heavy. I mean, we're getting into the heaviness over here. Let's use the Modern Love Tarot. That is going to be the good read for this one. We're looking at marriage, looking at something a little more serious than what we've had before. And in is kind of where we want to be at the end of the day. Is that going to be possible? Is it going to be possible indeed? Let's find out. Oh, man, I want to go for King of Swords, the Three of Cups, Page of Cups, and Strength. I think this is something where you do have a relationship. And the relationship is fun. The relationship is something that we enjoy. The relationship is good. I think there's a potential for getting serious with this, right? But the Page of Cups is that their emotional insecurity or kind of where they are, where they're pulled back from, or how they just can't get really serious about anything kind of works your nerves. But Strength says that our connection is quite possible. We can have the same home. We can have a mutual thing going on, but it seems like they need to grow up some. Page of Cups, they just need to grow up some. They need to keep us steady on their pathway, on their expansion, on what they're working for. Because the King of Swords says right now, a lot of things they do comes across as selfish. A lot of things they do is a little bit on the selfish side, and not much you can do about that. You can't really change them. You can just hope for, that their spiritual path will take them into a better place. Melanie, thank you for your donation. The Three of Cups right now says they're just going to kind of wander around and date other people. They're going to wander around and see what's out there. But yeah, they are, they are in that mode. They are in that mode where they have to do some changes. They have to do some things to make this happen. It is possible. Strength said so. But they need to change a lot. They need to drastically change from their ways in order to make that happen. But they can do it if they keep on that path, if they keep on the expansion, if they lose that. They lose the Page of Cups, the immaturity, the emotional instability, the emotional frightenedness, anxiety that they have on a daily basis with that. The Three of Cups, trying to date everybody that possibly can for whatever reason, and all of that other stuff, right? Once they figure out the grass is indeed not greener on the other side, well, then maybe we can get some stuff done. Will I own 2 rental properties in the next 5 years? I'm not even sure what cards would mean yes or no to that. That is an interesting one. I mean, if I'm going to wing it, I'm going to use my own deck. Just going to use my own deck. By the way, I have a YouTube video of reviewing this tarot deck, reviewing my Waterfall Tarot deck version 2 over there. And he did a fantastic job. I got to say that. Did a wonderful job reviewing my Waterfall Tarot V2. Let me link that in chat. You can go over there and say hi. I greatly appreciate him doing the review and all that stuff. Let me find out. YouTube. Oh, yeah, go to YouTube. It'd be great. Okay, let's see. Waterfall. Waterfall Tarot V2. Waterfall Tarot V2. There it is. The review. It is Astro Boy Ricardo. Let's copy the link address and paste it into chat. Can I figure out how to do this? I got 30 certifications and I can't figure this out. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's in chat if you want to go watch his review. He's a fantastic review. This is somebody who paid a lot of attention to what I say in my videos, because he memorized a lot of stuff. I was surprised that he knew all this stuff. He memorized a ton of stuff, man. That was a well-researched review. Most of the time, you just get a review. They're like, okay, I'm opening the cards. Yeah, it looks cool. They really put some research into that. Ricardo really did a good job. Anyway, Rose wants to know 2 rental properties, 5 years. 1 rental property is a cinch. It's not a problem. The second one is a monetary drain. It's a monetary drain for that second rental property. Let me tell you what happens. The Sun says that first rental property is so nice, man. Nima, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, Ricardo is amazing indeed. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. The first rental property is a dream come true. Everything is great. All of these things are really good. But then it becomes a pain in the butt. There's something goes wrong with the property. The person's calling you. They're like, this is wrong. That's wrong. And you end up getting water leaking out of a wall. You got to file home insurance for that, get that fixed. You end up got to like have the person to leave for a little bit. I'm just saying this is very specific, Rose. Hopefully you like specificity. But yeah, I think that becomes a pain in the butt. Now, you're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You turn your significant other and you say, F the second rental property. Just F that idea completely. And they say, I agree with you. And you just, you don't go for the second one. So can you get a first rental property? Absolutely. Does stuff start leaking out of the wall, on the outside wall and the brick? Absolutely. Do you have to file home insurance for that? I think so. And after that, you're like, this is not the greatest idea we've ever had. Maybe we should do a 4 of coins at this point and follow that fat man's advice and just not go there and just not do that. That doesn't seem prudent. All right, Samantha, general reading for the rest of February. Let's find out what you got going on. Oh, I got to get news ready. I got to get my Patreon stuff ready. I got to get news ready. I got to make 100 videos. I'm wasting my time making these cute little cards and not making content for YouTube and for pay. I gotta get my priorities straight. All right, general reading for the rest. 4 of Swords, take it easy. Take it easy. This is something where don't waste a lot of energy in February. All right? Don't waste a lot of energy in February. Where can you get this tarot? You can go down in the description. I have a link to my Etsy place, and I will ship you the Etsy deck. It looks exactly like this. I'll ship it to you the same day you order. If you order it right now, I will ship it literally after the stream. Anyway, Samantha, take it easy. All right, take it easy. Don't engage in anything that's just going to be big manual labor, big effort. Just take it easy is what I'm saying. This is not the time, February, to get all of that engaged and get all of that going. You have the new opportunity coming, the new job, all of that stuff you have for work. It is coming up. Be prepared for that. If you have to get a little bit of research in there, get your research done. If you have to get a cert to get in there, get it done. If you have to learn a little more, hone your skills to get in there and make an impression, do it, because that job opportunity is coming and you need to make the best impression that you can. Overall, I still think you meet somebody nice at the job. That's what I'm saying. You meet somebody nice at the job. I don't think it's February, but I think it's coming soon. It is coming soon. It is coming soon. Anyway, that is at least what I think. At least what the tarot cards say. Change my profile in sight. Will I find a match? Oh, wait a minute. Did that cost you money? Wait. Did that cost you money? Strength. I said if it cost you money, don't do it. But strength. Okay. So you change the profile. Will you find a match? Can we find love? Let's find out. Joey, the fronts are glorious. Thank you so much, Joey. Those are done in watercolor. So hopefully you like that. That's why it's called the Waterfall Tarot, because it's done in watercolor, Anyway, let's find out. Karen, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Nima, thank you for your donation over Super Chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for all your donations tonight. It's Saturday night. We're feeling all right. We're having a good time. That's what happens. Empress, what's going on? All right. Am I going to get a match? 9 of Cups, the Hermit. I think so. I think you do get a match. I do think you do get a match. I think things clear up. It's almost like the algorithm is fixed now. 9 of Cups is Mr. Romance. Mr. Romance comes rolling in. I think there is an opportunity for finding a match now. I think it looks pretty decent. Queen of Pentacles. You got to be patient. You just have to be patient. This is something that you just kind of got to put it out there and release expectations. Put it out there, release expectations. I think you just have to be patient with this. The Hermit says, go about your life. Go about your life, right? Just go do the things you need to do in life. Move on, move about the things that you need to go forth and just do that. But put yourself out there, put the best profile, the best picture, everything perfect, and then release it. and then release it. Because the release, I think, is the important part here. We can't just hold on. We can't look to say, ooh, do we have a match? Ooh, do we have some decent? Do we have some things happening with that? I think we can't just sit there and do that. I don't think that's going to be something that works. I just don't think there's going to be something that works. Anyway, Nakona, will I get a big break? Money from the IRS? Wait. You want money from the IRS? Good luck with that. Oh my, the IRS. Yeah. I mean, their job is to take that money. Their job is to get that money. I still got to file my taxes. I hate filing taxes. Filing taxes is about as enjoyable as going to the dentist and getting a hole drilled in your tooth. Okay? I'm just saying. Filing your taxes and going and getting a hole drilled into your tooth of the dentist, I'd rather get the hole drilled into my tooth. I mean, just bottom line, I'd rather get the hole drilled into my tooth without any anesthesia, or file my taxes. Much rather, no gas, no shot, just drill the hole. I think it'd be more enjoyable for that than filing my taxes. Anyway, all right. Paula, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Hosting Torima. Torima, let me know what your question is. Throw it out there. Paula has hosted you. Thank you so much, Paula. I appreciate you. All right. Now, strength. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Will I find a match? I already did this question. I'm sitting there. Going, okay, the big break from the IRS in January is what we're doing. Okay. I do think that you get a little more money. I think you get a little more money or a little less money going out, right? 9 of Swords. It does say there's some stuff to be concerned about. It's almost like there's a tricky thing involved in your tax. Like there's something in the taxes that's a little bit trickier than what you're expecting. And then you have to notice that. So I would go over it, make sure yourself that what you're doing, what you're filing, how you're doing this is proper and you're getting everything that you need, because it almost feels like you're missing something. The 9 of Swords, we're worried, we're concerned, but in reality, we're kind of missing something in that regard. The 5 of Swords, we do get a break, right? You do sort of defeat a little bit of the problem that is sort of, sitting there and being there. And the 2 of Cups, there's good news coming in. So overall, I think you do get a break a little bit, but it's all in the details about what's going on with the paperwork, what's going on with all of that stuff. So if you may have to dive into the details a little more than you wanted to, is what I'm saying. A little more than you wanted to, or at least hire somebody to dive into the details a little more than you wanted to. All right, let's go for the Amy decks now with the Samantha, my boyfriend coming into my life this year. Let's find out if we got a little boyfriend action coming in there. A little boyfriend action coming in there. Maybe. Let's find out. Metamorphic moments. Welcome. How you doing? Oh my. The Ace of Pentacles, the boyfriends at work. I remember saying this a long time ago, and I'm still getting it. The Ace of Pentacles. It's like somebody is revealed, somebody is there, somebody makes an appearance at work, and you sort of get attracted to this person. 6 of Cups, you're sort of emotionally involved with this person. It's like an emotional connection with them. You get pretty excited about it. And the King of Wands, you have to take some action. You just have to take some action. So yes, this year, somebody from work, make it happen. Making it happen. Samantha's getting it done. That's pretty consistent. With where we've been before. So I still think I'm sticking to my guns here. I still think that somebody from work will be a very special person in your life. At least that's what I think. That's where we're going. That's where we're going with this. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep with the Amy stuff and go with a little Buddha tarot. By the way, if you don't know what this is, it's a little Buddha tarot. You got to get it. You got to pick it up. You got the tarot, you got the tiles, you got all of the good stuff. With the little Buddha has an endless amount of cool energy around it. Melody. What's Stefan's energy towards me? He It's a Libra. Stefan, if you're in chat. Stefan, if you're in chat. I mean, what? You know, how you doing? How you doing, Stefan? What is your energy towards Melody? I mean, do you got some good energy with all of that? I mean, we got a Gemini in the next read. We got a Libra in the first read. It's an interesting combo, Melody. It's an interesting combo. Oh my. Let's see one more card to see if this gets better, because that don't look good. That, you know, the Three of Swords has to just start it out for us. Why does the Three of Swords have to start this out like this? Not a pentacle, you know. I'd say Stefan needs to go away. I'd say Stefan doesn't look good, okay? We're starting out kind of rough here. I'm going to admit now, we're starting out a little rough. You're going to have to kind of put up with this. The Three of Swords is the first card. It's never a good sign. Page of Wands right next to that. Also never a good. It just says that the energy is dead. Not a lot of things happening here. Not a lot of good beef in here for you to sort of take advantage of. Page of Wands is sort of, you know, don't get too involved in this. It doesn't look like it's going to be a clean cut and a good interaction with that. Page of Pentacles, you got 2 pages into a night. Double page is always challenging. It means that this is such a low-level activity. This is such a waste of time that I wouldn't really chase it really seriously. So, Stefan, it just doesn't look good. The Libra is just not balanced out for you. I'm sorry. The double page, the Three of Swords, that doesn't look clean. That looks really bad. That looks really bad. I'm not saying it's a Tower, Death, Ten of Swords kind of moment, but it's getting there. It's approaching. It's sort of scooting in that direction. Yanni, hopefully Yanni's a little bit better. I mean, Gemini in general is going to be a little bit better for that. Neve, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Torima, did you already ask your question? I don't know. Let me know what your question is, because you're coming up moderately soon. Neve, you got 3 tarot decks. What did you get? Let us know. That is so exciting. All right. Yanni looks a little bit better. We have replaced the Page of Wands with an Ace of Wands. So the initialization of this, the movement of this looks pretty strong. It looks pretty clean. It does look a little bit better. It does indeed look a little bit better. So that's what's going to be important here. Ace of Wands is kind of the important piece. Just says that I would chase this. I would go with Yanni. Yanni looks a little bit better. Emperor says that you're going to have to kind of take the wheel here, though. I mean, you kind of got to take the wheel here a little bit. This is something that Yanni is going to be a little too relaxed. You definitely need to either give some hints, give some stuff in there, and let Yanni know that it's okay to proceed. Because Yanni's a little bit like, I don't know what we're going to do here. 9 of Swords. Yanni has 2 red flags you're going to run into. 2 red flags you're going to run into. You're going to have to kind of deal with them. I don't think they're that big of a deal, but they do look kind of startling at first. You know, off on their own, they look a little startling, but ain't no thing. Melody, ain't no thing. Lordanka, we're finally up to you. Thank you for being patient. I appreciate that. Lordanka wants to know, can you please tell me what you see from me till the end of this year? I mean, we just started the year out. Hopefully you have a pretty good year. Hopefully you have something decent coming out there. Torima, I got your question. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. All right, let's shuffle this up. By the way, if you don't know what this one is, I mean, it's a Mons Tarot. The Mons Tarot is coming out with a new one. It's called the Cosmic Beings Tarot. And I think that's shipping very soon. I did order it, and I'm waiting for it, but I just want to let y'all know. that it may be on pre-order on Etsy soon. I'm kind of stalking the site a little bit, kind of waiting in the sidelines there to see see if the Cosmo Beings is going to be on there. Anyway, here and to there. You change places that you live. I think that's what's important here. Entertainment purposes only, but I think you move. You change your location where you are staying. That could be work. That could be residence, but you definitely change something. You definitely go forth and move around. You get some things going. The sun says that you move either north or east. I think it's pretty clean. You move north or east with that. You got kind of an eastward direction. The sun's north. You kind of got that mixture here, maybe even northeast. I think you end up moving. You move north, northeast kind of thing. Hanged Monster says somebody in your life before the end of the year is leaving. I think either they are moving or they're leaving or they got some stuff going on or they just lose contact with them. Basically, you have kind of somebody that you contact with on a regular basis. It's just not there anymore. They're just not around. Hanged Monster in that mode. So there you go, Lord Donka. I mean, there's what I see until the end of the year. You got a couple of interesting things. You got to move. You got a variance in a sort of, who you're around and whatnot with that. I would say the long trip that you have in your car, I wouldn't take. I wouldn't take that long trip in your car. Okay. There's a long trip in your car. It's almost like you're excited about it or something. I wouldn't take that this year. I would not take that. I would fly instead. Just my opinion with that. Is that the orange book? I don't know. Chet and Stream, Shadows of Light Oracle, Ultimate Divine, Feminine, Masculine deck. I do have a deck called the Divine Diversity deck. It is shipped. And hopefully it'll be here. When the hell's the Divine Diversity deck? When is that coming in? That is 4 days from now. That's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so Wednesday, the Divine Diversity deck will be in my hands. This is one on Kickstarter, and it looks really good. I can't wait to get that one. That one looks amazing. I was like thrilled about that one when I donated for that. I'm just saying. Yvette wants to know, how can I get a personal reading? Yvette, I would love to give you a personal reading, a private reading. You can email me at this address right there, Yvette. This address right there, tarot.and.coffee@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to schedule that for you and get that done. Anyway, just email me that. The email's also in the description of this video. So do that. We'll see about that. YouTube user need some insights. Or what me or in or soulmate, karmic, we destined. You're trying to figure out what kind of connection we have between me and N, because you are drawn to N. You are excited with N. This is somebody that you enjoy in your life. They make you happy. If they could just get settled down and be less rancid, I think basically. What kind of things are we going to get going with that? Let's use the Meraki Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks. I don't know if it's in stock again yet. They are sending me another deck. I don't know what it is. They just said, hey, what's your address? I'm sending you another deck. I'm like, cool. But yeah. Anyway, the Meraki Tarot. So Bouchette Design. Hopefully, maybe it's the Meraki Tarot version too. The one without the borders. Oh my God. The one without the borders? That would be like divine. I would just sit there and just like drool all over. I hope it's waterproof, because I would be drooling all over it for like an hour. Anyway, let's find out. What kind of connection do we have? This person's important to us. Clearly, they are important to us. We need to find out what kind of connection do we have, what kind of thing did we get going on. 8 of Wands with the umbrellas. Oh my. This is somebody who's always going to be emotionally challenged to you. They're always going to get your emotions and change them. They're always going to get your emotions and pull them in a direction that you may not want to be pulled. The 7 of Cups. There's so many parts and pieces and stuff happening with this individual. It's very difficult to nail them down. The 8 of Wands is very difficult to slow them down. They have that mode where they just seem to be all over the place. Very difficult to get them settled. So that's just the action that you like. That's the action that's there. I think they are drawn to you. You're drawn to them. I think they're drawn to you because of your stability. because you know how to make things stable. You know how to get things down, going. You know how to make things kind of normal. And they need normalcy because their life is anything but normalcy. The wheel of fortune, they need that predictability, right? And the wheel of fortune is also what goes around comes around too. In other words, we have a relationship, we break up. We have a relationship, we break up. It is something where we have to pursue that mobile relationship before we can finally settle down, because they need to sort of figure out, is the grass greener? Then they find out the grass is not greener, and they end up with a two of wands. Let's just get settled down. Let's just get sort of going with that. But they have a constant energy flow around them that attracts you. They're always doing something. They're always in that, and they're very difficult to catch, right? It's kind of like catching a rabbit or a kitten or something like that. Very difficult to do. Anyway, but I think it's just a matter of energies being so varied and so fun. And you know what I'm saying? You like their energy, they like your energy. That's what's drawing you together. And that is kind of what keeps drawing y'all together. So I think that's it. I don't see anything karmic. I don't see anything sort of a soulmate action. I just do see something where we have these energies like a magnet that just draw us together, and it's always going to be drawing us together. It's somebody that they're so unique in how they do things and their energy and how they feel and how they present themselves to the world that it's just fun. It's just something that you enjoy overall. Anyway, we're ending soon. I guess Paula hosting Torima will be the last Karen will be the last reading. Karen is still in the queue. Karen, I did not forget about you. Karen, you are coming up very soon. What's coming towards me and Leon? Let's find out, Nima, what kind of action Leon has. Speaking of energy, let's see if Leon has some good energy for us tonight. Maybe we'll get, this is the Vox Arcana, by the way. A lot of people ask, they're like, what deck is this? What deck is this? And it is the Vox Arcana. It's ugly. It's an ugly box, but it's a beautiful deck. You know, it's a collab deck. I participated in a collab deck for the first time. I got two cards up in here, including one of the Tasty Tarot cards. Anyway, it's coming towards me and Leon. 9 of Cups. Good emotional satisfaction. That's what you need right now, too. Good emotional satisfaction. Queen of Pentacles. The tides turn on this connection. The tides turn, and it feels like it's much less work. It's much less work. Everything just flows well. Everything is just sort of on rails, right? It's like when you go to the airport and you stand on that little moving sidewalk. It's like one of those. You just stand there and you don't have to do much at all. The Queen of Pentacles, everything just works. Everything makes the grade. The Fool says, what's coming eventually is we need to go forward with this. We need to move forward. We need to get some action here, because I think things stagnate, Nima. After a while, things stagnate a little bit, and you need some action. You need something to push it forward, and that's where you go. That's where you go. So Nima, I think that there's this. There it is. I think that is the important part of it. And now we're finally going over here to Karen up on PayPal. Karen wants to know. Will Abel and I get together this year, or G, or what? A and I get close again. Okay, can we get close to Abel? Are we able to get close to Abel? Maybe we're able to get close to Abel. If we are, that would be pure magic. That would be pure magic, my friends. Let's find out if we can get that done. 8 of Swords, the Tower, and the 10 of Swords. Karen, that's a pretty clear no. That is a pretty clear no. Torima, you are not on this reading. Torima, you are next, though. I got good news. You are next. But right now, Torima, the person being read is right here. Is being right there. It's Karen. So Karen's being read. You are next, though. Anyway, Karen, I'm going to be honest with you. Abel looks like a bad read. We got the 8 of Swords. Restrictions to get this done. Restrictions to make this happen. The Tower, even though it looks maybe clean at some point, I don't think it just works. Lord Donka, yes, I can deliver my deck anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, I will deliver my deck. So, Lord Doc, I will be happy to deliver it wherever you are. The Tower says it's challenging, Karen, doesn't look good. And the Ten of Swords says, no. Karen, this looks really bad. I'm not going to lie. It looks really bad. I would cut bait with this. This doesn't look like you're able to get with Abel. It doesn't look like, it looks like it's time to cut bait, quite frankly. I mean, entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Never cut bait based upon a fat man reading cards on the internet. Tarima, you know that. Tarima, you understand that. You understand that. And Tarima's finally your reading. And after this reading, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go eat a salad because I'm on keto. Okay. You know, keto's pretty good, but you run out of meat because meat is outrageously expensive. So, you know, I end up eating a salad with some meat on it. I just put some meat on the salad. I get a rotisserie chicken. I separate all the chicken out and I get a salad and I put like half the rotisserie chicken on it. But that is it. That is it. Anyway, children's mother, me and the children's mother get back again. You screwed things up. Way it is. The way it is. I mean, you know, some days you just gotta, you know, your Aries Libra will reconcile. She's one love of my life. We screwed up. I think you get a second chance. I do think you get a second chance. It's pretty clean. It is pretty clean. The Three of Wands, we're looking at a second chance occurring. If you look, we keep going, we keep pursuing it, second chance does come up. The Moon says we're emotionally connected with this, right? Emotionally connected. I am not here Sunday. I got to take Christina out on a fancy Valentine's date. Anyway, but you know, I got to take Christina out. We're going to a nice restaurant. Flowers, you know, the usual stuff. The Moon says you're connected with this person emotionally. You're always going to be connected to this person emotionally because you have a child together, okay? They understand that people make mistakes. They're going to give you a second chance. The Two of Wands is about dominion, letting you back into the world, letting you back into the home. I think you have a second chance indeed. Tarima, it looks clean. It looks beautiful. Give it a thumbs up. And Tarima, you get the Heart of Hearts, the heart made out of hearts. You get it. The last reading, Tarima, we get a second chance. Everything turns out beautiful. I like it. I like it. And I am out of here. And I will not be here Sunday. I got to take Christine out on a fancy date on Sunday. So I'll be back Monday, but Sunday, I mean, Sunday, I ain't going to be here. I got to do the date thing. I got to make my woman happy, you know? If I don't make my woman happy, my woman ain't going to be around. That's what I'm saying. So I got to sacrifice the stream for one day. I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate that. We'll see you Monday.